Hello, I'm Shauna and this is Shauna's World. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before, and welcome if it's your first time here. I hope you like it. So I'm really excited about today's vlog. It's the night before spring equinox as I film this, and I'm going to be taking you all through my spring equinox day. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm in a tent at my mum's house in a beautiful little croft outside at the moment. I love camping out on the solstices or equinoxes because it makes me feel more connected to nature and the changing of the seasons. And it just feels pretty special to wake up outside on these kind of sacred days. So I'm just going to bed now. I'm going to get up early for the sunrise tomorrow. I'm going to walk to the top of a hill. So I'll take you along with me there. Who knows if we'll see a sunrise. If you saw my recent sunrise run vlog, you'll know we didn't see too much of a sunrise, but I'll share the link to that if you like that early morning vibe as well. Right now I'm just all snuggled up in my sleeping bag. I think I'm pretty overdressed. I've got like thermals and a hat and a buff, and I've got a sleeping bag and a duvet and pillow and a sleep mat. But I'm going to be so cozy tonight. I last slept in this tent on New Year's Eve and it was freezing, so it's nice to be welcoming in the spring in some warmer weather and a cozy, comfortable night in the tent. Well, I might speak too soon. It might not be quite so comfortable once I've been lying in it for a few hours, but we'll see. I'm going to go to sleep now because I've got my alarm set for 4:15 a.m. But yeah, I'm just really excited about the special day ahead. Good morning. It's the next morning now. It's the actual day of spring equinox. Here we are. It's 4:20 in the morning. It's so early. We're gonna go watch the sunrise and welcome in the spring. Exciting. Did you hear that owl? I'm feeling so ready to welcome in the spring. It's very early, but I have coffee and I'm happy. Well, I don't know if my light's in the camera, but yeah, we're heading off for a walk. We're going up Musden Low this morning, which is a hill. Do we know how high this hill is?
It's 850 feet above sea level. 850
feet, okay. So there's a trig point at the top and hopefully we'll see a bit of sunrise, but the forecast is not looking too promising. But it's still equinox. We're up at the crack of dawn. We're going for a walk. Yeah, not running this time. Next time we run up the hill. You know when you're in a big field and then spotting the style is really impossible, and even in the daylight you're like, how do I get out of this field? Well, it turns out in the dark it's pretty challenging, so we're currently looking for a style to get out of the field and past a farm, but I'm sure we will find it. Found it. The birds are singing. I don't know if you can hear it. Lots of skylarks. It's that spring feeling. Big steep hill here. You can't really see it properly in the dark, but there's an ancient burial ground here. How cool is that? Just on the top of the hill here, you can see it's all been quarried out, and there's a big dip. We're probably not going to get the sunrise this morning. So this will be my second YouTube video with a sunriseless sunrise, but it doesn't mean I love it any less. I love being up at this time in the morning, and it's really special to be here on equinox and just be acknowledging the arrival of the spring. The solstices and equinoxes are really important to me because I think over the last couple of years I've got more in tune with the seasons and how the external seasons reflect in my inner weather, and I really just like taking the solstices and equinoxes as an opportunity to reflect and you know, be with nature and kind of explore the seasons and acknowledge them, but also just to kind of acknowledge where I am in my year. But for now, it's just really nice to be on the top of the hill, the sun coming up as the lighter part of the year starts, and that's really exciting. And we're going to have the summer coming and the warmer months, and you know, I do like the winter sometimes, but it's been really tough with lockdown and stuff this year, so I'm just super excited for the spring to come, for the plants, the flowers that are going to come up, for the foraging. It's just a really nice time of year. Oh, and my birthday's in the spring, so that's great. 2 minutes till sunrise officially, but it's so foggy we're not going to see anything. Totally fine. As I've said before, it's just about being here, being in the moment, and I really like that feeling of just being somewhere special as the sun's coming up, even if it's clouded, even if it's hidden. I'm just so grateful for so much. That's all. It's 6:10 now, officially sunrise time. There's no sunrise to be seen, but it's out there somewhere. The sun is coming up on the spring. Welcome to the spring! Woo! The tiniest glimmer of sunrisiness. So it's 6:30 a.m. now, we're heading back down the hill. We're actually not far from the house at all. It's about a mile each way, and I've really enjoyed greeting the spring. And even though we didn't see a sunrise, it was really special being on the top of the hill at the trig point, and I'm just looking forward to the rest of my equinox day. Just got back after that lovely walk and wonderful coffee up the hill, and it was a great start to the morning. It's only 7:10 and I feel very accomplished. And on the way back we heard curlews, which I hadn't ever really heard before, and they make such a beautiful haunting sound, and they're quite rare, so it was a really cool thing to hear. I'm going to have some breakfast now and then plan a bit of the rest of my equinox day. I still have all my training to do for my bodybuilding, but I'm going to fit that in around equinox activities. Okay, so I've had a bath, I've had something to eat, and I wanted to do some kind of inner reflection stuff. I've only got a small window of time because I'm going for another walk with Oscar, the dog, shortly. But I'm going to sit outside by the pond and do a bit of journaling. I'm going to I want to do more journaling later today and do a bit of kind of free writing. But right now I'm just going to write down everything I'm grateful for and some intentions, and kind of reflect on the intentions I had for the year and how they're going. So that's something I always try and do on the solstices and equinoxes. Oscar out for a walk, so yeah, more equinox time in nature, which makes me happy. I'm not going to take my camera with me because I'm low on battery, but it's going to be a lovely walk, and I'll catch up with you afterwards. So I always look at equinox and solstices as a time to go inwards and reflect, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time now just outside doing a bit of meditation and some breath work. My breathwork journey's changed quite a lot recently, and I'm not doing kind of intense breathing. So I'm just going to do some gentle breathing, maybe some coherence breathing, and just listen to my soul and be grateful for what's going on around me. I do feel very, very lucky this Equinox day, and to be welcoming in the spring and the lighter months, it's just what I need. It's been a tough winter. It's really been a tough winter in a lot of ways, and I'm just so glad the birds are singing. The sun is not particularly shining, but it's coming. It's here. It's the lighter part of the year. I used to meditate outside a lot, but I haven't in ages. And I wondered, it's pretty chilly today, and I wondered if I'd be distracted by the cold and the wind, but it was actually a really nice opportunity to just bring everything back to the breath and just listen to the breath and observe it, because it's so easy to kind of get distracted by outside things, but the whole beauty of meditation is taking it inwards and focusing on what's within you and not the kind of distractions. So I really enjoyed that. That was such a gorgeous bit of time to myself, and yeah, really nourishing. I'm gonna make a coffee and just chill out for a bit. I've had about 8 cups of coffee today because I started the day so early, got up at 4:15, but it's decaf. I have to remind myself it's okay, it's decaf, it's not doing any damage. It just feels like a lot of coffee. So it's about 5:45 on the spring equinox evening, and I'm just heading out for a sunset run. It's still very cloudy. It's been cloudy all day. I haven't really seen any sun. So I was hoping to catch a bit of the sunset on the run. I'm not going to, but it's nice to just be in the energy of the sunset and be running at the end of the day as the sun's going down, and be a part of that. Hello.
Hi.
So yeah, I'm just having a run, being in nature. I'm also running with my headphones off today. Usually I listen to audiobooks when I run, but I just want to be as present as possible in nature on this equinox day. This first part of the run is quite hilly, and I've been doing this run most days for the last 3-4 months of lockdown, and I still find it quite hard. Yeah, I've cut some time off, but it's not easy on the hills when you're used to being a Londoner, but I am enjoying it. It's nice to see the cows in the field when it's not directly affecting me, but I have to say, as the spring comes and I go walking and there's more cows, I find it a bit stressful. I'm a tiny bit scared of cows because they're beautiful animals and I love them, but they do occasionally, trample people. It is a very grey day, and that's okay, but I'm just embracing the energy the day holds instead of focusing on any actual sunlight. I just got to the top of the main hill, the biggest hill, and it's so foggy, you can barely even see cars' headlights as I'm coming, and it's really foggy. Okay, so this is an out and back route, and I've just turned around and I realised I'm going a lot slower than I usually do on this run. Maybe because I'm filming, I'm not sure, but I don't feel like I'm going any slower. But I just looked at my watch and I definitely am. Oh, it's pretty windy! Isn't the beautiful thing about spring anyway, the fact that it's so unpredictable weather-wise. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, cattle grid. This stretch of the run going back, coming back down, is where you would see a beautiful sunset, and I often have on this run if I run at the right time, but today absolutely not. There's no chance of it. I thought someone was following me, but it was just the wind. And I'm definitely okay with not seeing a sunset. I just think it's magical to be out at this time, knowing that the sun is setting on the day of change, the day of equal light and dark. I'm on the downhill now, so picking up the pace, nearly home. Well, it may be my beautiful sacred Equinox run, but I'm still running back and forwards past the house to try and make it up to the time and distance I want. Some things never change. But here I am, made it, and that was really enjoyable. It's a little bit of a shame that there was no sun all day, no sunrise, no sunset. But I'm feeling pretty on top of the world. Yeah, spent loads of time outside today and just connected to the seasons a bit in whatever they may bring. Well, it's been a lovely equinox. I've really enjoyed my day. After that 4:15 a.m. start this morning, I planned to get a really early night, and then my friend messaged me to say she was going to be on the radio at 11:30 p.m. So I tried to stay up to listen to that, but I'm not going to get there, so I'm going to bed. I'll get it on catch up. But I'm back in the tent, spending the night here. I really like on solstices and equinoxes, if I can, to sleep outside and to wake up and go to sleep outside and kind of start the day in nature, end the day in nature, and spend as much of the day as possible in nature. And I think I've done quite a lot of that today, and I'm just excited to go to sleep. It's been a beautiful day. I'm exhausted, and bring on the spring. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you do for Equinox in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.